You know how it goes. Haters are gonna hate. But why do some people hate Iowa? What did Iowa ever do to them besides grow their corn and have the best butter cow in the Midwest? Well, I've compiled a list of people's grievances. Yeah, we're going there. These are 10 things that people say they hate about Iowa. Hi, Emily Farber here, your favorite Iowa YouTubing realtor. I make content all about life in Iowa and real estate to help you make smart decisions. If that's your jam, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out. Now, if you've ever fallen down the internet rabbit hole trying to figure out what life in a place is really like, chances are you've stumbled into what I call the trash talking pit. Why? Because people with an axe to grind are the loudest voices online. It's not always that a place is bad, it's just that the unhappy people are more likely to post about it than the satisfied ones. Yeah, it's like Yelp reviews. Nobody leaves 5 stars for, everything's fine. Now don't get me wrong, I've made plenty of videos about why Iowa is a great place to live. I'll put one right up here for you. But I would be remiss if I didn't at least peek inside the complaint box. No place is perfect, so let's flip over the rock and see what's crawling underneath. Number 1, the water woes. Okay, I am totally gonna give this one to the haters. Iowa's water quality has issues. Thanks to agricultural runoff, a whole cocktail of contaminants ends up in our waterways. Think nitrates, fertilizers, manure, the whole rural recipe. Over 70% of Iowa's land is farmland, and it shows. Swimming advisories pop up all summer long due to algae and bacteria blooms. Even drinking water isn't off the hook. Nitrates are often detected in municipal water, even if they're within those legal limits. But some health experts argue that those limits are outdated. Want to protect your family? Look into a reverse osmosis system. Let me tell you, your coffee will thank you. Number 2, cancer rates are concerning. This one's no internet rumor. Iowa consistently ranks near the top for new cancer diagnoses in the U.S. Most commonly, breast, lung, and prostate. A growing body of research is looking at the links between agricultural chemicals like glyphosate, Roundup, and cancer. Iowa uses a hefty amount of pesticides compared to other states. And when you look at maps of new cancer cases, you'll see a big ominous blob right over the Corn Belt, with Iowa smack dab in the middle. Number 3, the winter, just the whole thing. Iowa's winters can be brutal, cold, gray, endless. Did I mention windy and gray and windy? There is wind in Iowa almost all the time, and in the winter, that wind makes you question your life choices. We're talking about days and even weeks without a day of sunshine. Seasonal affective disorder is a real thing, folks. The snow, it's not charming after January. By March, you are just begging for any sign of spring. 4, the politics have shifted. Once upon a time, Iowa was politically balanced. It was purple, moderate, a little bit of everything. But in recent years, Iowa has turned deeply red. Some folks, especially those in marginalized communities, feel this shift personally. They worry about civil rights, healthcare access, and whether their values are reflected or even respected by state leadership. The Trump-era MAGA movement has a strong presence in Iowa, and like many places across the country, political polarization is real and raw. 5, it's kind of boring. Some people think Iowa is boring, and hey, if you're looking for an adrenaline-packed nightlife or spontaneous urban adventures, you might find Iowa a little too chill. It's quiet, it's rural, it's safe. It's the kind of place where your biggest hazard is probably hitting a deer with your car. But for some, that low-key vibe is exactly what they're looking for. 6, lack of diversity. With a population that is nearly 90% white, Iowa isn't exactly a cultural melting pot. The lack of diversity extends beyond race, affecting things like food options, cultural celebrations, community perspectives, and even how people think about social issues. It can feel unwelcoming, especially to newcomers from more diverse urban areas. 7. Underwhelming nature. If you're hoping for dramatic coastlines, majestic mountains, or ancient forests, you might be disappointed. Iowa's landscape is mostly flat or gently rolling farmland. Lots of corn, lots of soybeans. Not a lot of wow factor unless you're really into fields. We do have beautiful sunsets and pretty bike trails, but Iowa's natural beauty is more a subtle beauty and not show-stopping vistas. Iowa nice can be conditional. You've probably heard the term Iowa nice. It's this idea that Iowans are warm, friendly, always willing to lend a hand. And sure, that's often true, but others say it's more like Iowa polite. Nice on the surface, but hard to break into socially if you don't fit the mold. Think white, Christian, straight, cisgender. It can feel isolating. There's this vibe where people will smile to your face, but they're not going to invite you over to their house. 9. The population is aging. Iowa has one of the oldest populations in the U.S., especially when it comes to residents over 75. By 2030, more than a quarter of the state will be over 60. While older Iowans bring wisdom and experience, this demographic shift also impacts the economy, healthcare, even social policies. Younger people often leave for bigger cities in other states, so attracting and retaining new talent is a constant concern. 10. The education, it ain't what it used to be. Iowa used to be nationally known for top-tier public education. Lately, not so much. Budget cuts, teacher shortages, and political interference in curriculum, as well as a growing divide over what should and shouldn't be taught in schools, has taken a toll. The quality of education is still solid in many areas, but the shine has dulled a little and people are taking notice. So there you have it. 10 reasons why people say they hate Iowa. Are they fair? Are they overblown? Are they just salty internet hot takes? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And hey, it's been fun. I'll catch you later.